Did you know an entire town once reported seeing the same terrifying creature, yet no one could agree on what it actually was? It began with a single emergency call at 2:03 a.m. The caller didn't scream. He didn't shout. He whispered. He told the dispatcher that something was standing outside his bedroom window. When asked to describe it, he hesitated. He said it was too tall to be a person, too still to be an animal. It wasn't moving, but he felt like it was watching him. Officers arrived within minutes. They searched the perimeter of the house with flashlights, checked behind trees, scanned rooftops, and looked for signs of trespassing. They found no intruder, no footprints leading away, no damaged fences. But beneath the bedroom window, pressed deep into the soil, were impressions to elongated indentations, as if something heavy had stood there for a long time without shifting its weight. The ground was dry. The shape was unusual. Not clearly boots, not clearly paws. The case might have ended there, but it didn't. Within 48 hours, 3 more residents from the same neighborhood reported similar experiences, all around the same time between 2 o'clock and 3:30 a.m., all describing a tall, unmoving figure just beyond the yard or near a window, none reporting forced entry. None reporting physical contact, whose presence. Then came the rooftop reports. Several homeowners claimed they heard slow footsteps above them late at night. Not running, not scrambling, just steady walking, like someone pacing carefully across shingles. When officers checked the roofs, they found no damage, no broken tiles, no signs of forced access. Yet multiple witnesses described the same deliberate movement, heavy but controlled. Over the next week, security cameras across the neighborhood began capturing something stranger. At first, it appeared to be simple distortion. A shadow near a fence line, a darker area in the corner of a yard. But when detectives reviewed footage, frame by frame, patterns emerged. The shape consistently appeared at the edge of the camera's view, never centered, never clearly focused. In one clip, recorded at 2:47 a.m., a tall silhouette stands near the back fence of a property. It appears elongated, with limbs that seem slightly disproportionate. The camera struggles to stabilize exposure near it. Pixels blur unnaturally around the outline. In another clip, a dog inside a fenced yard begins growling into the darkness. The animal's posture shifts from alert to fearful. Within seconds, the dog retreats toward the house, tail lowered, refusing to approach the fence again. Investigators were unsettled by one particular detail. The sightings followed a pattern. The figure only appeared near homes where someone was awake alone late at night. A student studying, a nurse returning from a shift, a man working on his computer. It never approached groups, never appeared during gatherings, never during daylight, and it never attempted entry. It just stood there, watching. As media attention grew, a local journalist decided to investigate personally, determined to capture clear footage. He arranged to spend the night inside one of the houses that had experienced multiple sightings. He set up 3 high-definition cameras covering the yard from different angles. Motion sensors were calibrated, backup batteries installed. At 3:17 a.m., something happened. The motion lights outside flickered on, but no movement triggered them. The journalist later described the moment as an instinctive drop in temperature. He walked cautiously toward the back window. At the far end of the yard, partially obscured by a tree, he saw it. A tall shape, extremely long limbs, shoulders narrow, head slightly tilted. He said its eyes reflected the porch light with a brightness that didn't resemble any animal he'd ever seen. He didn't move. Neither did it. Seconds later, the camera feed cut out. Not permanently, not dramatically, just 11 seconds of signal loss. When the footage resumed, the yard was empty. The journalist ran outside with a flashlight. Near the wooden fence line, he discovered fresh marks along the top panel. Not scratches, not claw marks, but shallow pressure dents, as if something had gripped the wood without breaking it. Forensic teams examined the fence. No fibers, no hair, no prints. The footage was reviewed by independent analysts who confirmed there was no editing or tampering. The signal interruption could not be traced to equipment malfunction, The system had been functioning normally before and after the 11-second gap. As reports multiplied, authorities faced growing pressure. Eventually, officials closed the investigation, labeling it a case of mass hysteria amplified by social media and heightened awareness. They cited lighting distortions, wildlife movement, and psychological suggestion as likely explanations. But the reports didn't stop. They just became quieter. Residents still claim that if you step outside between 2 o'clock and 3:30 a.m., stand near the streetlights, and look toward the darker edges of your yard, you might see something tall just beyond the glow. Never fully illuminated, never centered, always at the edge of your vision. What continues to disturb investigators isn't just the consistency of witness descriptions. It's the way cameras behave around the figure across dozens of clips. The distortion always occurs at the perimeter of the frame, as if whatever it is understands where the lens can't quite focus. No clear photograph has ever captured its face, only its outline. Always just outside full clarity, as if it doesn't want to be fully seen. And perhaps the most unsettling detail of all, the town's emergency call logs showed that before the first reported sighting, there had been no unusual activity in that area for over a decade. Then within 1 month, 12 separate reports. All between the same hours, all describing the same stillness, all describing something that never ran, never chased, never attacked. It only watched, and to this day, no one can agree on what it was.